Welcome to the Rep and Filo Show, Christmas special. Yeah.
Oh wait, wrong song.
The wrong holiday.
Wrong holiday, my bad.
All right. Well,
Honestly, I'm already kind of like drunk. Should we say what we're drinking? Hello, welcome, Mike. Welcome, Jrat.
What up?
Welcome.
this will be the last show of the year.
Year. So this is also the New Year's show,
Yeah. Happy New Year.
and we're gonna take a shot, and we're gonna get really drunk in the next hour.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Oh man, it tastes like fucking rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Double shot. It's pretty smooth.
No chaser.
actually,
It's pretty smooth.
Really smooth.
Yeah, it's not like that turkey, that one-on-one. That shit's fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
That wild turkey.
Hey, Don, you all right?
Yeah, that's oh man. Woo, it's that Jack Daniels because the Jack Daniels has a different taste. So like, I was my tongue was already used to
The
it.
curvature is not correct.
Woo.
Damn. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. You're making me wear this stupid hat.
Yeah, you don't like it?
Nah, it's kind of cool.
Festivus for the rest of us.
You can't even see the legs though.
Yeah. Here. Put this light. Let's see.
Oh yeah, it's Santa legs.
He's
Where
going-
did you get these at?
He's going down
Target.
your chimney.
Oh, nice. I meant to hit Target today, but I didn't.
I went to the downtown
So
Target
that
the
you
other day.
missed the target then?
Yeah, I missed the Target.
All the stores look like they're ransacked right now.
Dude, for real. I just went to
Dude,
to the
I'm
mall.
doing all my shopping on Amazon this year.
Fuck, I
Yeah,
should've
they
done
hate
that.
you for that.
I'll replace. Oh, well, I mean, Target's a major corporation, so what's the difference?
Yeah.
You can buy your shit on Target online, too.
I know, but I chose Amazon. I got Amazon Prime,
The
You know
Amazon.
what you
Yeah.
could do now?
so free delivery.
You can actually order shit now and then wait in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Like they have
that.
these designated
nice.
areas.
Wait, at Target?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Target.
Yeah, I seen that.
Pickup location.
Most like spots that are in like the new MPK Plaza where there's multiple businesses, they'll have that. They'll have like reserved parking for
For pickup.
each store. Yeah, for pickup and shit.
Postmate pickups. Watch next year.
I'm already low key drunk.
Postmate pickups. And
Postmates.
Single barrel.
Lyft,
That shit makes
Uber
you feel
pickups.
warm inside. That's all I know.
So I told my brother and sister to buy me the PSN.
for Christmas.
So hopefully on Christmas Day we could do some Red Dead.
We weren't busy that day.
Yee.
Oh, you're busy. Day after then.
I won't be busy. I'll be there.
I'm gonna be honest, like be with the family. I'm like, nah.
Fuck yourselves.
What family? Go fuck yourselves, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm in Palmdale Christmas Day. Just
Oh,
for a few
shit.
hours. For a few hours. I'll be back in the evening.
How long does it take to get there?
Like 40 minutes.
Oh shit! I was thinking like 2 hours.
I've been going
Nah.
every day since I was little, so the drive seems short.
It's like nothing.
Yeah,
What's in Palmdale?
Nothing.
nothing.
There's a guitar center out there.
There
Oh,
is. There
nice.
is by
Yeah.
a whole shopping mall.
Yeah,
too.
I've
It's
been
actually
there.
pretty dope. Yeah.
Huh.
And I think an
movie theater.
IKEA or the IKEA main warehouse is out there, isn't it?
I
Or
don't know,
somewhere.
but on the way, on the 5 freeway is the world's biggest IKEA.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
Yeah,
world's
that's
the biggest IKEA.
Well, no, it's
That's
like
in
it's like
Burbank.
their warehouse
Warehouse.
where like like everything from Sweden
That's-
goes there.
That's in Burbank, so
Yeah,
it's still LA.
it's like in the middle of nowhere. I know because
on the
we
five.
used to go to
It's in
Mammoth.
Burbank, dude.
We used to go to Mammoth.
It's not the
It's
middle
not in
of nowhere.
Burbank.
It's in Burbank. It's on the 5.
We're not talking about the same thing then.
Yeah, we're not there.
There's
I know
there's
which
an
one you're talking
IKEA.
about.
That's
Yeah.
the biggest one. That's
There's
a factory one. That's a huge
Okay,
one.
the one I'm thinking of that I think is in Palmdale is it's not an IKEA store. It's just a giant warehouse, and
HQ?
In the middle of
they
nowhere.
just export. Like everything gets imported
So
there,
that
and then
means
they
it's-
export to all
That
the
means it's
IKEAs. And
strategically
like, so,
put there. Then I mean, so it's
I don't
probably
know
like
why
halfway
it's
to
there.
everything.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Throughout the whole
throughout-
West Coast.
Yeah.
Maybe not West Coast. I was thinking
Maybe
just like
Southern
SoCal,
California.
yeah, or like maybe even just California.
Fucking huge. The whole coast.
But
of
then,
California.
if it was for just all of California, it would be more centralized. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
not really Central Cali.
Yeah, I guess it's
Central
just for
Cali's
some-
far, honestly.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's farther
I
than what
forget
I'm
about
thinking of.
Central Cali.
Yeah, I know. It's like Southern
That
California,
exists?
Northern
Yeah.
California. Central California is like it's almost like I don't know. You know, we used to go. Sons of Jimmy. We used to go to Mammoth a lot, and there's a lot of like small like little towns in California, just like between all these like big, these big cities or whatever. And I wasn't there, but they told me this happened. John, the singer, who was a white boy, and then Charles, our Chuck, our bass player, who was black, they said that
you guys were progressive.
We were super progressive, bro. No, I was kidding. No, but there's a reason why the race matters. Because, and he was white, but he had like dreads, and he was like total hippie, like white boy, right? So we had a gig in this town called Bishop, which is like this tiny town that's like 1 mile. And we showed up like 7 hours early for the gig, so we had a bunch of time to kill. So according to John and Chuck, they went into this bar. They're like, let's hit this bar real quick. And in this little town, there's nothing but white people. There's all white people. Apparently, they walked into the bar, and there was like the record scratch. Like,
oh,
shit. Everyone looked at them. Because Chuck has dreads all the way down here. Then fucking John has dreads. And they were just like, what are you doing here, boy?
That's fucked up.
And this is like in Cali. This is Central Cali, bro. Like, well, I don't know if Bishop is Central Cali.
Well, that's why you don't hear about Central Cali.
Ever,
it's full of fucking
right?
racist fucking.
What are you doing here, boy?
Damn.
Yeah, true story.
What would you do if that happened to you?
I get really scared, honestly. I don't know.
Why would you get scared?
I don't know. Fuck, dude.
Because you're in the middle of nowhere.
You're in the middle of nowhere. These fucking people hate you. They can kill you. And then who's going to find you?
And really hate you for no reason.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. That's why you just get the fuck out of there. You know.
You know what was really trippy?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I would turn
like
and leave.
Scared, like,
I would leave. Yeah. I would be like, oh fuck this, and leave.
Would you try to eat there? Or like
you'll fucking find pubes and boogers in your shit.
They're like taking like the French toast and like wiping their ass with it.
No, it's the
you
French
order
toast.
French toast at a bar?
They French kiss it.
You order French toast at a bar?
Oh, I don't know. They said food, and I was.
How early are you there at a bar?
It was like 11 in the morning.
Order the French toast.
Why is it packed?
No, remember in
I'll have a Stella
was
with
it Euro?
The French toast, please.
Was it Euro Trip?
Yes, sugar powder, please. Sugar powder, yes.
Remember that movie Euro Trip where the guy one of the guys, he sends his French toast back, so then the cook like he like wipes his
yeah.
with it and shit.
What
he tosses that shit up and catches it. Like,
it was Road Trip, right?
I think that or Euro Trip.
I think it was Road Trip. The one with
that one was a sequel to the other.
Nah, it was Road Trip. It was with fucking Tom Green.
Yeah, Tom Green.
Yeah,
Tom Green.
I remember that shit. That was the skinny fool that fucking smashed that one big girl, right?
Yeah. Then she was she was like a black chick. And she had like leopard.
Yeah.
Like was it leopard?
Yeah, it was like cheetah.
Cheetah. She had like
leopard.
a cheetah like lingerie on. Yeah, I remember that, dude.
And then he was like, "I got the draws, man." He held them up.
They're all huge. Yeah. Oh my god.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
You don't see those anymore. Like those, like kind of like teen comedies. Like remember you were showing me the Van Wilder.
Oh yeah.
The guy who ate the colon blaster or whatever. Yeah.
And he just shat in the trash can.
Like you don't see that genre anymore. Of like kind of like raunchy like teen comedies.
It's politically incorrect now.
I guess so.
Like
remember Captain America had a banana in his ass.
Oh, that's right. That was not another teen movie.
Yeah,
which was like
Never
a parody.
Forget.
That was like a parody of like the the raunchy teen movie.
Yeah. Never forget Captain America.
Captain America. Shit, that guy's an American hero, dude. Culturally significant.
Still had a banana in his ass.
Fuck. Hey. Remember like American Pie? Like remember that was like a big like franchise.
You want to hear a funny story? I think American Pie came out. I was like in the 10th grade.
I was a lot younger.
Yeah, I was a lot younger.
And so I'm pretty sure you were. But I remember we went to HP to the little fucking theaters on Pacific, and these theaters like run down, dude. Like I'm talking about like dingy as fuck. Back then they were still like operating and shit. Now I don't even know if they're still there.
Yeah.
But they didn't let us in, man. Like it was me and like my girlfriend at the time, who just so happened to She was in the 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
so we went and we got dropped off by her sister's boyfriend or
Right.
maybe dad dropped us off.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we showed up, I tried to buy the tickets and shit. They wouldn't sell them to me and shit for American Pie.
Oh, because you were underage?
Yeah.
Because it's rated R.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was
American
like,
Pie.
man,
So what'd you end up doing?
I forgot. I think we ended up watching another movie, but it wasn't anything that I can remember.
Yeah,
I just
you
remember
know-
not being able to fucking
You know
watch
what's
it.
funny? In like the 80s, PG-13 didn't exist. And it was just PG, and then it was rated R. So if you watch a lot of like 80s movies that are PG, quote unquote, like they're like pretty like racy. Like I saw a meme where it was like, oh, when you're fucking watching an 80s movie and it's PG and some titties pop out, and they're like, oh.
I've seen that too, but it's the other way around where you're watching with your parents and then the titty pops out.
Yeah, and
You
it's
just-
all weird and shit. And you're like, oh,
You're
fuck.
like,
Yeah. Oh, I can't. I don't even want to know like how that's gonna be when Santiago gets.
Fuck, it's so
older.
weird. It's like a whole different. Like I remember being little, in the 90s, and my grandpa would go to the video store every day. He would go to the video store and he would rent a video. He would buy a video. The next day he would go return it and get another one every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Anyways, I remember I would go with him sometimes,
He liked
and,
movies.
and they would have the
The black curtain.
yeah the
Yeah.
porn section.
Yeah.
And like back then, it was hard to get porn, and I remember like I was little, but I wanted to go in there, you know. And I remember like I could catch a couple peeks, and like sometimes the curtain would be slightly parted, you know.
Yeah.
So like, and it would be from far away. Like I wouldn't even walk up to it. I would be like far away and I'd be like squinting and shit. Like
Pop out your scope.
yeah, really. And then you would see like the VHS covers, you know, and it was like a hyena, and like pretty much she's like all naked except maybe like her nipples are not showing.
Yeah.
or-
Usually they put like stars on them.
Yeah, and honestly, like that was enough, dude. That was like, whoa, like whoa, you know. Back then, I was like, holy shit, that was enough, dude, to go to town on myself.
At my liquor store, they have the back section where the alcohol's at.
Okay, no, you know how liquor stores like in the back, they'll have covered in plastic, or it'll be in the back where you can't get it. But I remember there was one liquor store, again around the corner from my grandpa's house, and they had their shit in the back where you like. It was weird. It was like all the way in the back corner of the liquor store, and then the cashier was at the front. So so it was weird because it was like easy access. We would go and we would like. I remember I would look at the magazines. And shit. I don't know.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, what a Christmas episode.
I know.
How did you
dude.
never talk about that when we were
Fucking
talking
a
about
very-
like our first
a
porn?
very-
I might have brought it up before.
Hey, man.
I don't think he did, nah.
No, I remember.
Yeah, but
that.
you remember. You remember.
Hey,
you
hey,
remember different shit.
You just turned this shit into the triple Xmas edition.
I
The
mean,
fucking
I didn't bring it
Xmas.
up.
like
How did
that.
we even get on that subject?
Talking about video stores and then the porno.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you brought that up out of nowhere.
No, it was.
We're talking about raunchy movies.
Oh, raunchy movies. That's
You know.
right. And then PG-13 didn't exist.
So
Yeah.
that's the first pair of tits
Damn,
I
so from
remember seeing was
PG-13 to
Shannon
porno.
Elizabeth from American
Oh,
Pie.
American Pie.
Yeah.
That's the first pair of tits I remember like actually seeing.
Yeah. Well, that's another
Fuck.
thing too. Like nudity in movies was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that why they made Mr. Skin?
Mr.
where it
Skin,
came
yeah,
from, 'cause of
MrSkin.com.
movies. You know, I think movies should hang dong more.
Oh wow.
Okay, elaborate. Is it just because
What
you
are we
like
drinking?
penis?
What is this called?
I don't know about.
That was just a
Four
joke.
roses.
I mean, it's not that it makes me uncomfortable when the movie does
I don't know.
drop
It
but
got pretty
just
uncomfortable
kinda-
as soon as he said
Well,
it.
it does when you want more of it. I
What?
assume.
If you've seen
I
Game
mean,
of
for
Thrones,
me.
you'd want, or is Spartacus too? Damn.
I remember.
You'd want more penis.
I remember.
Nah, I
I
kind
told.
of purposely didn't watch those shows just because all
Those
the.
are great
I,
shows.
I remember.
Spartacus is crazy.
I told you to watch that show, Righteous Gemstones. Remember? I was like,
You
oh,
didn't
you gotta
tell
watch
me
the
to
show.
watch it.
I
I
t-
wanted to watch it.
Oh, okay. I recommended that you watch it.
No, you didn't recommend it. I knew I wanted
And
to
then
watch
no, I did recommend it to you because
it. No, you didn't recommend
You
it.
recommended
I knew
it to
was
me.
coming out.
in
I
a
wanted
couple
to watch it.
episodes, there's fucking male nudity. And I remember you came up to me and you were like, God damn. He was like, I watched that show and it's a good show, but then goddamn a huge dick just comes out on the fucking. And I was like, God damn, Reverend.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, like
It's a good show. You never seen it, Danny McBride.
When
Hanging dong is funny, dude. Hanging dong.
What were we gonna say?
I get that
Dude,
phrase
nah,
from It's Always
I'm
Sunny.
just saying, when it surprises you, it's just like, bam, they just throw a dick in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh!
man,
It's really
come on.
uncomfortable. But when
When you
see
when
it
tits come
coming-
out, it's not really, you know. Not,
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Before,
weird.
How do
you,
you think
before
women-
it
how
used
do
to
you
be
think
like,
women feel?
whoa. Now it's kind of like, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's like you said, like if there's a dick that comes out of nowhere, it is kind of like, whoa, what the fuck?
Male nudity.
And you know it's funny because you see that every day. You see a penis every day.
Yeah.
I don't see it every day.
I think, I don't, yeah. I think it's
a little
because
hard to
it-
find or what?
I set you up for that, all right? You're welcome. Assist by the Rev.
Shit, I fucking switched it,
Fuck,
dude.
it's not an assist.
Hey,
Mad dunk.
we both get stats. You get the point, I get the assist. You know, we both get numbers.
But you still kind of lost on it though.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, because your stats got lower.
No, like I'm like Magic Johnson, fucking Showtime, assisting.
So you're Magic Johnson and he.
And I have AIDS, yes.
Oh shit.
It's not AIDS, it's
Oh,
HIV.
HIV, positive,
And now it's
positive.
undetectable.
Yeah, he's got money.
Now you can live with
I'm
it,
positive.
Yeah.
You
HIV
shouldn't joke
positive.
around. You shouldn't joke about that. It's fucking, people die from
You
that shit.
brought that fucking
I'm
shit
not
up.
joking about it.
You said you had it.
Okay.
Merry
Fuck,
Christmas.
yeah. Fuck, how many times is we gonna
Hey,
use
do you guys celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve or Christmas like open presents?
It's like a hybrid.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
I mean, the past few years, people, like my mom's family goes to my mom's house, most of them, and then at midnight, there's a lot of like young kids in the fam. Like a lot of my cousins have kids, a lot of my older cousins, my cousins that are my age. So like at midnight, all the kids get to open a present, and then usually in the morning everyone's gone, so it'll just be like me, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister.
Yeah, just open up.
And then it'll just be us, and then we'll just open up a couple presents and hang out. It's cool.
What about you, J-Red? What do you guys do?
Well, when I remember growing up, we used to open the gifts at 12 at like midnight on the 24th, and then like the next day, like either because my grandmother had a big house, so all the family would come, and then they would either sleep over, and then the next day, Christmas Day, everyone was just there again
Can't
and shit,
sleep
just
like that.
hanging out.
Shit.
I think what I want to do, like for my kids and
That's
shit,
cool.
is get them used to the whole opening your gifts the next day,
The
man.
next day.
The morning
Not the
of.
midnight.
Yeah, because then look, man, I'm thinking about it like
torture.
a
You
fucking
can't
parent.
sleep with your kid knowing you're gonna.
But that's
fucking-
kind of the fun of it, though.
It's
Like,
torture.
Nah, it's
going
not.
to bed. No, the fun of it of like going to bed and
Oh.
anticipating the next morning and
Yeah.
waking
Oh,
up on
okay.
Christmas morning.
It's almost like going to Disneyland. Like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
You
like
can't sleep.
because one you fucking gonna open the gift at midnight. You ain't gonna be able to play with it because you're gonna fucking have to go to sleep anyway. Then you gotta
True.
fucking
Well, a lot of kids in my family, they're out by like 10, 11 o'clock, and then we wake them up 12 o'clock.
yeah.
Oh, you guys wake them up?
Nah, yeah, that's what used to happen too with
Yeah.
my family. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fucking make sure that they just go to sleep early, so that way it's like party time for the adults and shit. I ain't gotta worry about the kids.
Oh.
And-
Yeah,
or
you
not
get to
party
drink.
time, but just kick it time and shit.
Yeah.
No. Party time.
Party and kick it and
No, no.
bullshit.
Party time.
Yeah, and so that was the next morning.
But when I was a kid, like I remember during Christmas, like I would watch a lot of like Christmas movies,
Yeah.
and like Home Alone was a big one.
yeah.
Like Home Alone 2 for some reason too. I remember in Home Alone 2 when they wake up in the suite and like they're all like sleeping and they're like, oh, it's Christmas. Everyone gets up at one, and everyone goes out like.
and there's like a huge tree.
Yeah, so like it to me, just based off watching movies, like it was cooler to get up in the morning and do it,
Yeah.
because it was like, yeah, like, get up, and like it's kind of true. Like then you have all day to just play with your toys, and it's
Yeah.
like, when you're at midnight, oh, now it's time to go to bed, and then like it's kind of like it's almost like you kind of busted your nut already, like when you go to bed,
Is that the point? You bust a nut and then go to bed? Like,
No, I mean, like-
Well,
No, but then you have a
No, I mean
first,
like
don't you?
that anticipation you get going to sleep and being excited, like I just want to go to sleep so I can fucking wake up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone. You ruined it.
I remember.
You do it.
that just seems like it's a thing for families that they're not gonna go to the moms. They're not gonna go to the dads. They can't
Yeah,
spend
so they
the
can
whole
op-
day
Yeah,
doing,
yeah,
going back
true.
and forth.
Mm.
You're with one side of the family Christmas Eve, open up at 12, go with the next family
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah. I think you're right. Cause We used to do the same thing. But because we would go to my aunt's house, or we'd be at my grandma's house, and we'd go to my house or go to our aunt's house. But whoever had the Christmas Eve party, that's where all the kids would open at midnight.
Right.
And then the next day,
everyone
we would
shows
go.
up.
That's kind of like that's kind of how like my family's always done it. Like I remember there's an Eve thing, and then in the morning it's usually somewhere else where like there's like menudo. And
Different family.
Yeah, I think that's too plays a part in like if you are close with both sides of your family.
Yeah.
Where you kind of like you kind of have to like okay we're gonna do this and then we're gonna do this. You know what I mean?
That sucks though. I mean, I hate it now. I love being like everyone wants to come to this house now.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that because I can just stay home.
Yeah,
about
for
Used to be
sure.
at my house every year.
Yeah.
Then my cousin and uncle passed, and no one wants to go to the house because it reminds them. And so everyone in the family is like, "Ooh."
Man.
It's funny how things change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no. When I was a kid, we would go to my grandparents' house, my dad's parents, and then when my grandma died, yeah, it kind of like that kind of end, like that tradition kind of ended, and then like, I don't know, things got weird for a while.
It got weird.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was gonna say something. Oh, and it's also, because we're most of us are Mexican, or all of us. Are Mexican.
Who's not?
But
Most of us.
Am I?
But
Thought I was American.
Jack Daniel's not Mexican.
Shit,
You
Jared
know.
Dressel.
it's
What were
funny
you
because in
That's
Mexico,
the most American thing here. What are you talking about?
well, yeah, probably, yeah. But anyway,
It is made in Tennessee.
Hey,
it's weird that we open our presents, now because you're supposed to open your presents in January 6th.
For Mexicans?
Yeah, for Mexicans. They open
Or in
January
Mexico?
6th. Yeah, Mexico. For King's Day.
Right,
For
right,
King's Day.
right.
That's
I-
supposedly
I
that's
remember
the
doing
day.
that when
Yeah, I never
younger
did that.
too.
Did you do that, Jared?
No,
Yeah.
never.
Well, that's where you
no.
do the bread with the baby Jesus in it. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
done that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Little baby Jesus.
Yeah.
I
And then
didn't,
if you
like I
get-
said, I didn't
if
grow
you-
up Catholic,
if you
so
get
it
it-
yeah,
was,
you didn't grow up Catholic.
If
so,
you get the-
but even oh sorry.
Oh no, I was saying if you get the piece of cake with the baby in it, you gotta.
yeah, you got to
Throw
throw
a
a
Yeah,
party. Like
nah, my family was
in-
never that.
When do you have to throw that party? There's like a date for that, right?
Yeah, I don't even
forgot.
know the specifics of it. Like,
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, and my family would I hated that shit, especially now that I'm older, because they would sneak the fucking baby in there just so that they were like, oh, he just got a house, or he. He
oh
just
damn, they would try fit.
yeah,
man.
they were like, here, he's got a house, so that way he can throw the party at his pad. Yeah.
Conniving
Wait,
motherfucker.
what? They would
Yeah.
treat the baby how?
Yeah, so there's a few pieces of baby, right? So
Okay.
if you get that piece,
Uh-huh.
then you have to throw a party for everyone, right?
Okay.
I forgot what the day is, but there's like a
Why?
I don't know what the
Just
It's
because
a
the
tra-
tradition
it's
says?
tradition.
yeah, I don't know where the tradition comes from. I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
I just know that there's a baby in the fucking bread. It's supposed to be Jesus.
Is the baby edible?
No,
it's
no.
a fucking
Like a
plastic.
piece of plastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone needs
Yeah,
to the
but-
jokes.
Yeah, so you cut it, and if you're
Uh-huh.
eating the bread, and you get the fucking baby, then you have to throw the party. And my family will always like try and get that shit, like put it in somebody's
Uh-huh.
bread. So like, oh, he just got a new house, or
Oh,
like,
shady.
he's got more money, yeah, so, like-
Shady.
You barely understood that?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the fucking computer. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No.
This shit's pretty good, honestly. There's 4 roses.
Oh, you didn't take the whole shot?
I did. I poured another one.
Damn.
Should we do
fuck.
it? I was waiting for you guys.
Should we do it?
Yeah,
You
let's
sipped
do
on
another
it like not that long
I
ago.
didn't sip on it. I swears. I swears
swear.
it.
I
Either
swear
just
it.
you're
Well,
holding
pass
it
it on
then.
down.
Damn, I went to this toy store and I was Christmas shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to this toy store and the motherfucker had it not for sale. He just had it up there in display, but it was these 3 action figures,
Uh-huh.
and it was Mo, Curly, and Larry.
Oh, that sounds
It was
already dope.
fucking dope, dude.
There's never a Shemp doll.
No, there wasn't. But I asked the guy. I was like, man,
Shit.
how much for those? Just curious, how much that is? He goes, it's not for sale.
No, for
I go,
sale.
I'm not gonna buy it because I know you're probably gonna fucking
Priceless.
Yeah. But he was like, sorry, sir, read the sign. It's not for sale.
Wait, what toy store was this?
It's called not Mind Games. It was the Hobby
Hobby Shop?
Hobby something.
Hobby Lobby?
Hypnotize or something like that.
Hobby Hypnotize. This was what mall? Montebello Mall?
Santa Anita.
Santa Anita.
Mm.
It's right there. Yeah, dude. He's like, it's not for sale. Yeah, dude. And then he just wanted to show off all his toys.
Move
'cause
along,
after that, he had, like,
boy.
a bunch of other shit on top. And all of it was not for sale.
He just go like,
Wow.
sir, how much for the action figures? What are you doing here, boy? I just was
He knew you weren't a
all
collector.
he's all just take a step out and we won't have a problem.
Just back out of the store slowly and we won't have a problem.
Damn.
Show
Did
me
they
a
like? What did
hand.
they look like? Were they like? Were they like actually like G.I. Joe?
Yeah,
or were
yeah,
they
like G.I. Joe. They just had like they had like the like the suits, like the.
Let's take this shot, and then there's actually something that reminded me of. What is this? 4 Roses?
Yeah, 4 Roses.
To Hanging Dong.
Hanging dong.
Where's Mike at?
It's whatever film needs. United States. Every film needs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 4 Roses is good.
That.
Yeah.
Whoo, man.
Kentucky.
Have you guys?
Bourbon whiskey.
Has anyone seen that show on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us?
Yeah, that shit's.
You
that
saw
shit's
it?
pretty.
Which one have you seen?
informative. I've seen the Ninja Turtles one.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I was a big Ninja Turtles.
I saw the wrestling toy one.
The wrestling one was dope too, cause
Yeah.
like I'm always interested in like the history of wrestling, cause like it was weird. Like it was almost like in the 70s, it was like a sideshow. You know what I'm saying? Like remember how they talk about how like there was multiple wrestling organizations and there was like territories.
Yeah.
And like every like territory had its own wrestling league, I guess.
Oh yeah, I get you. Like ECW.
Yeah, and
then-
WCW and all that.
And then Vince McMahon Sr., he was just in the game, and he was doing wrestling, and like he was a wrestling promoter. He was a wrestling promoter. But then Vince McMahon Jr., who's a Vince McMahon that we know, he's the one who started WWF.
Yeah.
And then, no, he didn't start WWF. Vince McMahon started, but he like took it to the next level where he realized like I'm gonna put it on
He combined
TV.
all of the other, he combined other fools.
Well, yeah,
that
what
were-
he
were
did
in
is like
smaller
there
shit.
was a rule in wrestling that you don't poach from other territories. So every like Hulk Hogan before he got to WWF, he was in a territory. He was like the big star. So what Vince McMahon did is he started going to all these territories. And mind you, like these territories were small, like there wasn't like states. It was just territories that covered like a certain mileage. And he would poach, and that was like a big no-no. You wouldn't poach you wouldn't go to other wrestling leagues and tell wrestlers, "I'll pay you more money if you come play."
Oh, so you
for
don't
my
poach
league."
their talent.
You don't
Really
poach
go-
their talent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
He
Vince
like
Mc-
scouted from every.
yeah, he
every
said, "Fuck
fucking-
that," and he started just scouting
Isn't that
everybody.
isn't that kind of like in Mexico, the luchadores? That's kind of how they are too, right? Like different
Yeah.
towns, or what do they call pueblos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have their own like wrestling little leagues. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I don't
don't
know if
really
you
know
guys
actually.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing. Same
Okay,
thing.
yeah, okay, same thing.
I don't know.
I say, yeah. Like,
I don't know. I was looking
don't
at
know.
J-Rod, like I thought he knew.
Nah,
Same thing,
I don't follow the lucha libre.
okay.
Same thing. Same thing.
Shit.
Pueblos.
Pueblos?
Yeah, yeah.
Pueblos.
That shit's
Okay.
crazy though.
Pueblo?
Yeah.
Pueblo?
Okay.
Same thing. Same thing.
Pueblo.
Same thing.
No, but so Vince McMahon, he poached
And then he died.
Randy Savage, like Randy Macho Man Savage. He was the star of his own league. Hulk Hogan. He poached all these fools.
Damn, so he only went for the big leaguers.
Yeah, and Andre the Giant. He poached all these fools, put them on WWF, and then he put them on TV.
Yeah.
And then so this show, The Toys That Made Us, what they do is each episode they pick a toy, and they just do that toy. Like, okay, so they did the
They
wrestling toy.
Break
so
the history down.
yeah, they
and
break
shit.
the history down of that toy and how that toy came to be manufactured.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
It's really cool. So,
So watch it.
And the manufacturing shit too. It was
pretty
funny
interesting.
because it's interesting because like some dudes like tried to pick it up and then they did it for like the first run. And then they lost. I guess something happened where
Yeah.
they couldn't like.
they couldn't match
ma-
a deal.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, when this fool, he got WWF so fucking popular that there was these toy companies coming after them saying we can make toys. And Vince McMahon was sitting around and these motherfuckers were offering him for the licensing. This is just for licensing to use the likeness of their wrestlers. Like, I think he ended up getting a deal of like $200,000. Someone paid for like the licensing. So like Jrat was saying, like
this was like in the
it was like early '80s, dude.
Early '80s, mid '80s.
I was like,
It's just crazy how successful Vince McMahon actually is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because remember, like, when and then it talks about, like, Andre the Giant and that whole generation. And then it talks about the Attitude generation with, like, Stone Cold and The Rock and this and that. And, like, how the toys got better and how they made them better and this and that.
It even talks about how fucking, like ECW fucking came out and shit. And because, like, and then
WCW?
WCW. I remember the merger of WCW and how, like, they didn't completely come out with the merger. They kept it in secret that WWE or WWF at the time purchased it. So before they announced the merger, they had WCW wrestlers come on WWF and like act like they were like terrorizing the show. And like come on. And like, oh, we're gonna take over this WCW
cross promotion.
And then they had like a last match like with like WWF wrestlers against the WCW for like the rights to who's gonna be the wrestler, who's gonna own the town or whatever. And I remember I think that was WrestleMania. I can't remember.
But what really happened is Vince McMahon was just so beast. He just bought up.
Yeah, he just bought it, but he just made it.
And then he bought NWO, ECW.
Yeah, ECW.
Remember NWO? Was that
wasn't that just a group?
Yeah,
that was a group.
That's NWA.
New World Order, NWO.
Oh, that wasn't a wrestling?
That was a group.
I don't know why I always thought that was a
it was like a group of wrestlers.
Okay.
You know,
but it wasn't a wrestling like
but
ECW.
He talks about he talks about on the show they talk about how it has to do with like TV too and shit and like ratings and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So like on one cable network you had fucking wrestling like WCW wrestling and then you
on TNT Turner Network something.
And so
Ted Turner
on another fucking on another cable network on the same night at the same time it was the other fucking
so
it was the ECW shit.
So what Jrat's saying is Ted Turner, who started like CNN, I believe he started CNN. He's just this billionaire motherfucker who just started TV stations. He pretty much started TNT and decided he's going to make his own wrestling league and go heads with fucking Vince McMahon.
Oh, shit.
And they were sort of competitors for a while, and then like it got so hot that Monday Night Raw, which was Monday nights at 9, and Vince McMahon got that spot first. Then Ted Turner and TNT said, fuck that, WCW, Monday night at 9. So he literally went heads with like Vince McMahon. He literally was saying, Vince McMahon, I'm fucking coming for you. I'm taking all your viewers. And he lost.
Yeah. Poor guy. Yeah, it's
Ted Turner. They make fun of him on Family Guy. That's the only reason why I know. Or like, oh yeah, Ted Turner. Isn't he from Family Guy?
Oh my god.
But you know it's funny because Ted Turner started TBS, TNN, CNN, and I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but he's Turner Classic Movies. Ted Turner.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah. TNT.
I remember watching SmackDown on Channel 13.
Yeah, SmackDown and Raw were on Channel 13. UPN?
Raw too?
Was Raw?
I remember Raw.
No, Raw was
cable.
on USA.
On yeah.
Why was Raw on cable?
I don't know.
And why did SmackDown get network?
I don't know. I remember
because SmackDown was SmackDown was like the more commercial.
SmackDown was way cooler than Raw. I never
remember
watched Raw, dude.
I mean, maybe that's why I thought it was cooler.
SmackDown
I couldn't watch Raw.
Like the Rock, but I had cable and I still only watched SmackDown.
Yeah. Huh.
I had USA. That was like a local, like a basic cable network.
You know what's funny is my cousins used to be into. Well, we all used to be into wrestling, but one of my cousins.
Who wasn't into wrestling?
I wasn't into wrestling, man.
During
I used
the Attitude Era. What happened?
I used to know about like some of the. I would watch it from time to time, but like I wouldn't like.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't just go and fucking like, I'll go home and watch fucking Monday Night Raw.
Nah, Thursday SmackDown. I remember every Thursday.
It was Thursday. I thought it was Friday.
Or was it Friday? No, I sort of thought
Thursday
it was
night.
a Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. Remember The Rock was on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Was Stone Cold on SmackDown?
He would jump back and forth.
Okay.
They separated a lot of the main stars. Remember they had a draft for Thursdays and for Mondays Raw.
Yeah,
they had
dude,
a
I
draft.
remember that. And
They had captains from like each.
Yeah, what I was gonna get
each-
to though was half of my cousins had cable, and then I was a part of the group that didn't have cable. So
The Poe ones.
Yeah, so they would love
Poe
Raw. They loved Raw.
Just to rub it in
Yeah,
your
I
face.
never
Yeah.
liked Raw.
Yeah.
Hey, did you
There
see
was
Raw?
something-
Oh, I forgot you don't got cable.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you saw Raw. Oh, now you ain't
Oh,
got
you broke.
USA.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's basic cable.
Yeah. But
yeah, they didn't have HBO, huh?
Motherfuckers, they
But-
weren't paying premium.
But WWE, they capitalized on that and fucking made SmackDown versus Raw, and like where
Yeah.
they had like Raw
I
wrestlers
remember-
come onto SmackDown.
I remember in the 90s, like early mid 90s, when wrestling was Saturday mornings, and it was like Hulk Hogan, like the Undertaker, and like it was before the Attitude Era. It's called, which is like fucking
It was
X
more like
Pac.
the glam.
yeah,
or
like fucking Triple H and fucking
The ass man.
yeah, fucking
Yes, man.
Degeneration X and all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
X-Pac.
Rikishi.
Wrestling, Rikishi,
Rikishi, damn.
Gold
Hey,
Dust.
hey, did you see that? Did you see that that meme where it's got Rikishi sitting on
Yeah,
some fool's
I
face?
saw something like that.
And it was all like, man, Rikishi used to sit on fools' faces every week.
Yeah, that was main move.
Yeah, nobody thought that was sus back then or some shit. Like,
Fuck. Who was a more dynamic wrestler, Stone Cold or The Rock?
Matter of opinion.
Damn, it is a matter of opinion.
fuck.
You
I'll
know,
tell
when
you
I
who's
was
a
a
better
kid-
My
actor.
When I was a kid, I was more into The Rock, but when I look back as an adult, I'm more into Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold.
Well, you know
way
who's more of a
cooler.
badass?
Who?
Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Stone Cold, Stone Cold was
more
just
badass.
beast, dude. It was funny there was a meme. It was like, oh, every person when it says their Uber driver is about to arrive, and it's just pictures of Stone Cold just like drinking beer, just
Yeah, they're chugging them before.
like and just pouring beer out and shit.
He tried acting. He's no bueno.
Stone Cold, he
Yeah.
was in that Adam Sandler movie,
The
The
Longest Yard.
Longest Yard. He was pretty good in
Really,
that.
his only good
He's
part.
only good role because he played a racist and he's from
Yeah,
Texas, so
yeah.
he probably like
That's
fit
right.
fit
huh?
right
Yeah.
in. I don't think Stone Cold's racist.
Oh, I don't think he's
I wonder if he's
racist.
a
Wow.
Trump supporter. There's a lot of people who I like, who I'm like, man, I really hope they're not a Trump supporter, because like there's this one guy I watch on YouTube. His name's Kent Rollins, and he's like this old country boy, but he has a food channel and he like makes. He's a chef, and he makes bomb shit. I love watching this channel, but he's like he's a good old boy though,
Yeah.
So I always think to myself, man, I really hope he's not a Trump supporter. Like in my mind, he's like super woke, but I'm like, man, this guy could be
He's
like,
only woke in the kitchen.
yeah,
man.
this guy could be like deadly racist. I don't know. He makes he'll make
Deadly racist.
He's I don't know that for sure.
And you still
No, I
watch
blew my-
him with that in the back of your mind?
No, he said he might be.
I haven't. It's unconfirmed. I need a light. A lighter. But like he does. The only reason why I think he's not a racist is
Light your
because
thing first.
the only reason why I think he's not a racist is he makes a lot of Mexican dishes, but that could only he makes like huevos rancheros and shit. But that can only be because he's from Texas and Texas is right there.
Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
He still could be racist. He
I don't know.
just probably fucking likes the food.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, this guy probably is a Trump supporter, but I hope he is.
Hey, but you know what? If he's not, then fuck it. If he hasn't put anything on there to make you suspect that he is, to try to throw.
So you think Stone Cold's a Trump supporter?
Well, Trump and George
That's
W.
Stone
have
Cold,
admitted to
not
loving
Steve Austin.
tacos.
Who?
Trump and George W. Bush have admitted to loving tacos.
Aye, but
Wow.
they
I
hate
mean,
they hate the people, but
tacos
love the
are
food.
amazing,
If you
man.
bro.
hate tacos, you're going to hell.
There's something wrong with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no, fuck. That doesn't mean I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck
You
to say
just-
to that.
Yeah, well, because you just said just because he makes Mexican food doesn't mean he's racist. Because he likes it.
Right. It doesn't mean he's not
Hey.
racist.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
but-
look at Trump's and George W. saying that they like tacos. They love tacos.
George W. is not
Yeah,
racist.
but they ain't never
You know
made
what I
no
mean?
tacos.
If
They
eat
have like Taco
They
Bell
just-
tacos.
Yeah,
Hard
they-
shell.
Yeah, Trump's fucking idea of a
Nah.
taco is Taco Bell and Del Taco.
when
This
he,
is American food.
when he invited the sports, I forget the hockey team. I forget the last basketball. He invites every sports team in America that wins the championship over to the
Right.
White House.
Who won last year?
he
It
buys
was-
them nothing but fast food.
No, so yeah, he's bought him.
No, that was
McDonald's.
that was the kids. There was I think it was a kids football
No, he
team.
did it for adults too, bro.
He did it for adults too.
Yeah.
He bought the McDonald's.
Yeah, I think I
Yes.
heard about that. That there was a team that went and that the spread was Mickey D's.
Yeah, the famous one that I heard of, the one that was all
He's
over the
done
news, was
that
the kids. It was like a high
dude,
school.
No, he's done that.
No,
Several
it was like a
times.
major league team. Like
he
a,
did McDonald's. He did Wendy's. He did he put a whole spread on one. The first one that I saw, he put like a whole spread, and it was for
But
like
they're
some
fucking
kids.
athletes. Why would they?
I mean, honestly, if I went to the White House and Trump had like Wendy's and McDonald's, and I would be like, "Holy, this is awesome."
Yeah,
You
but
a
most of those
fuck.
athletes probably don't
That's
need
just
that.
exactly what he wants to target motherfuckers like you. Like,
What? You don't like Wendy's?
yeah, but
Wendy's
not,
is good.
if I'm going to the fucking White
The
House,
square hamburgers. At the
Yeah, I
Right.
suppose.
I'm a fucking lobster.
Fucking
if I'm
Wendy's.
At least In and Out, huh? At
But
least
if I'm
have
going-
In and Out.
yeah,
on the
but
goddamn
I don't know.
you
If
know
I'm going, I'm with Mike. If I'm going to the fucking White House, I
Want some
want-
caviar, want
yeah,
some Grey
salad,
Want some
Poupon.
steak?
some
No, I
steak.
don't know. I guess I don't know. Kind of high, so I guess the
I
thought of
wouldn't
like a
even go-
spread of Wendy's sounds amazing.
I wouldn't even go to the White House though.
Yeah, I would. I
Fuck.
would have gone.
Honestly,
gone.
fuck that place.
Damn. Why? Because it's white.
Well,
Well, it's
yeah,
technically
nah.
the Orange House. Oh, it's technically it's a Peach House right now.
Ooh,
It was the
yeah.
White House, then the Black House, and then
It's
the
a-
Orange House.
It's a tan house.
That's the Tan House. The Orange House.
Yeah, it's the turkey house.
The Black House. That was better when it was the Black House.
Cookouts.
The Black House.
Yeah, Obama was there.
Did you know that at the White House they actually burned it down once?
Yeah.
The Battle of
In
1812.
Look
No,
at you,
dude,
motherfuckers.
in-
Big
in-
brain.
In
Look at the
fucking
big brain now.
Independence Day, man. You don't remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they
Oh,
do
that's
that.
right,
They blew
huh?
that shit up.
You know, I heard that movie was based on a true story.
Oh yeah. Independence Day.
Eons ago.
The summer
You
of
know what's
1812.
funny? I always think about this. I heard my cousin said that once. Like, I heard this based on a true story, and it was we were driving. It was me and my older cousin and my dad. And we were driving. I remember being really young, and there was what do you call those things in the sky? Chemtrails.
Oh,
And this
shit.
was like early when chemtrails, you would see them and it'd be like, hey, what's that? It's in that.
Yeah, you notice you don't really see them anymore that often.
You don't. Remember, it was a big thing for a while. But listen, so we're driving. I remember we were driving down Atlantic in Monterey Park, and we're driving, and there's a chemtrail, and we see it in the sky, and it's like all the way across the sky, and it goes, and it looks like the trajectory looks like it goes across the sky, and that it crashes, like it went down into like the horizon, so it kind of crashed into the trees. So we were like, oh, look at that. It's like, oh, my dad's like, oh, it looks like something crashed, like maybe something from space. And my cousin goes, oh, well, Star Wars was based on a true story. And I don't know, dude. I was like, blah! And ever since then, that was like one of the funniest jokes I ever heard in my life.
Wait, it's not.
It's not? Wrestling's not real.
Oh shit.
God, I want to drink more of this, but
But it's dangerous.
I know.
One more. One
One
more.
more?
It
Everybody?
is a New Year's.
more.
It is a New Year's episode.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. You guys, you
Yeah.
poured one too?
Not yet, but I will be.
Fuck.
Hey, there was a
Alright,
mission in
alright,
Red Dead.
alright,
We-
alright,
oh,
goddamn it,
sorry.
fuck, you overflew. I kept telling you stop, and you kept
There
going.
was- There was a mission in
I
Red
can't hear you with the
Dead.
headphones on.
You should be able to.
Yeah, I know. I'm right in the mic.
Oh, that looks like a fat shot, dude.
Take some.
You want to? Okay.
Just sip it.
There's a mission in Red Dead where you have to serve drinks.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Fucking damn, dude.
Pouring,
Are you milking cows?
I'm pouring drinks.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You know, buzz, huh?
There's a mission in Red Dead where you have to serve drinks and shit.
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty
You
funny
keep putting
mission.
out your fucking
Yeah, I
candle.
I'm all like,
No, it's more like.
That sounded like a horse.
fuck you, bro. You're such a bitch.
Fuck, dude.
Alright.
No, I'm not. Dude.
Alright, cheers,
Fuck.
cheers.
Hey, salud.
Wait, did Mike pour one?
Mike, you want another one? No, I'm good. Yeah, all right.
All right then. Shit.
Cheers.
Alright,
Happy
yeah.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas
Alright.
time is here.
That is fucking good.
How damn?
Who you say gave
How
you that
is
to you?
it?
Some guy
Is
at
it
work.
really that bad, Don?
Well, some guy at work. Thank
Nope. Ooh, fuck.
you. All right, what were you saying?
I don't know. What was I saying?
Talking about Red Dead missions. Yeah.
You guys got any New Year's resolutions?
Wow, fuck. We're starting a new decade. I was actually thinking about that.
New decade.
I was gonna actually ask you guys if
2020.
do you have any sort of thoughts or goals in your head where that for the we're going into a new decade, maybe something new, try something new, maybe try to better your life somehow.
Man,
any new goals or maybe release another fucking EP or put some more music out, or I know for me, I would definitely I want my musical outlet to be the same as it was mid 2010s, if not more. Maybe actually release some shit. I've been trying to write. I have difficulty writing by myself. I write better with other people.
Well, that song you wrote, you showed me that. I really like that song. It's really dope.
I know. Well, shit. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's one song I finished, and I have a million songs that I can't finish.
Oh, it's finished? I thought you told me it wasn't finished.
I don't know. Are we talking about the same song?
I think the drug dealer one.
Yeah. In my head,
yeah, you gotta finish the song about a drug dealer.
Yeah,
first.
in my head, that song is kind of I already see how I want to record it and how. Yeah, I think the way I've written it, it's very effective. Oof.
What happened?
Yeah, I think it's not sitting well.
Ugh.
Yeah, my New Year's
resolution.
Resolution is that I'm just gonna go hard body with the music.
Yeah.
And
hell yeah, that song.
Hard body, I like that.
Yeah,
Hard body.
man. Yeah, I gotta flex.
Body to
Just
body.
gonna
I'm
go
gonna start
bodies
flexing.
with the music and the
I'm gonna start flexing. Yeah, I'm thinking about dropping an EP, New Year's Day, but I'm pretty much gonna release this little album here either Christmas Day.
Oh, this year?
Damn.
Yeah, this year, so that way I can have it drop before the end of the year.
Oh shit.
Oh, what was that?
Calm down, calm down.
It's still recording?
Pimp down, pimp in distress.
Yeah, for sure though. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, you got anything?
No, not really.
Not really. Nothing.
I did mine last year's. I said I wanted to skate more. I want to start.
Yeah,
you
you
have
did.
been
Yeah, you
skating
did
a
it.
lot.
So now moving forward, you're gonna push that even more?
Oh yeah, I love it. I don't know why I ever stopped.
I
You-
remember
you know,
Start brewing a lot more too.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Big time, big time.
Big
Fuck,
time.
yeah,
Big
go-
time, big moves.
It
Big
goes
time.
hand in hand, man. Skating and brewskis, man. Shit. I used to skate. I love skating too.
I go hard body on that.
Go hard body on the skating, man.
How's your injury? Didn't you get hurt?
Yeah, it's hurting me to sit down and put any pressure on my left butt cheek.
Those are the
That's one of the
worst.
reasons, because skating is fun, and there's a couple times where we were skating, I was and I felt man, if I stuck with this, I could maybe make some progress, because,
Yeah.
but I'm so afraid of hurting myself, dude.
You gotta send it.
And at this age, being
Courage.
30,
Yeah.
No,
you
definitely.
don't fucking bounce back like you did when you're 16, 15
Yeah.
years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me, man. Trust me. I know. Once you hit 35, you start feeling that shit.
Shit, you know?
So,
You
You're
just hurt.
16, you break your
You just
ankle.
hurt. You ain't even done nothing.
Yeah, for real. You start, your back starts hurting just standing up too long.
Or sitting down too long. Hold on, I gotta stretch. What? You just
Yeah.
been sitting there. I know, but I gotta
I
stretch.
gotta stretch first and not keep
Well,
cramping.
Think about this. All animals, Cosmo, every time he's sitting down for 2 minutes, he stretches once he gets up. How often do humans actually do stretch? When they
that's
move
right.
around.
You know what it is? Because we have to tell ourselves. Dogs don't
Yeah,
have to tell
yeah.
us.
Well,
that's true.
That's just instinct for dogs and cats.
Yeah.
They get up okay. Let's
Well, you don't stretch when you wake up?
No.
I
don't?
do. I mean, I don't. I mean, you don't. You don't do the.
A little
Nah.
bit, but do you really take the time?
I
to
do-
fucking
honestly,
stretch,
I-
touch your
I-
toes,
I-
10 seconds?
I mean,
I know what
not-
Mike's talking
not-
about.
stretch.
No, well, Mike's
Not
talking
when I
about.
first wake up, but I do stretch throughout the day.
Oh.
Yeah, throughout the day.
Yeah, I touch my toes a lot, cause to stretch my lower back. What? What the fuck?
I did say that earlier.
Fuck. As long as you don't drop your pants first and then do that, you're all right. Yeah, I guess stretching, dude. You can stretch other ways too, dude. You don't have to.
I know, but to have my lower back issues. keeps your spine strong, bro.
I know,
It stretches your hamstrings. Stretches a lot of your leg muscles.
No, low
And it
key.
keeps your fucking spine straight.
The doctor told me I have fucking mild scoliosis and shit.
What? You should fucking
Touch your
that's
toes.
what I
touch
do.
your toes, dude.
I guess I gotta touch my toes. Huh? I go to the chiropractor.
It's too expensive.
For real.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't expecting that to be that funny.
Alright. Wait, all right. Cool. We're coming up in an hour. I got something for you guys. Give me 1 second.
There you go.
Wow, you spilled.
Drop the titties.
Oh my God, the anticipation.
So what do we talk about then?
What are we talking about?
Dead
What?
air. Dead air.
Your
Come on,
show.
host. What the
Yeah,
hell?
you remember your show?
What's up, host?
Yeah, Loki, kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Man, you
could
know, I got
tell.
some stuff I could talk about,
Like what?
but it's a lot of gossip. It's probably best not to talk about.
Yeah,
it.
don't do it.
Yeah.
No, we don't want you
Oh
to
my
incriminate
God.
yourself and us in the process. Because the less I know, the better.
Oh shit. You get off your phone.
Sorry, I'm looking for a shift.
Damn, what?
Merry Christmas.
What is it?
I told you I didn't get you a
Wait.
gift, man.
Oh shit!
Revito.
Now I gotta get you something.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn, dude. Good looking out.
Wow.
Should we take turns opening it?
Yeah.
Who's first?
You want me to turn on the lights?
Oh man.
I like the ambiance.
There's a bottle in here.
Check it out. Open up your gifts.
Okay, hold on. Do it.
Let me check my shit out.
If they let
Oh shit.
Yeah. Your glass horn. You finally got it.
Oh, now I feel bad, man.
Nah, don't feel bad.
You know where I'm from? In South Central, a glass horn means a crack pipe.
Oh, shit.
Good thing we're not in South Central.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what did you get?
Got a glass horn.
Wow, that's fucking cool, dude. Jesus, that's cool. What did I get? Now I'm curious. I honestly thought you gave us like the same thing. Like everyone got the same. Okay, what'd you get, J-Rat?
Dude, I got a sick ass fountain tip pen. Shit is dope. Hell yeah, good looking out, Filo.
Yeah, for sure, man. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, man. Thank you,
Fountain
man.
tip pen?
Yeah, dude. That shit is fucking tight. Check that shit out. That shit's all
Wait, what is
designed
that?
all- This shit looks like a fucking.
What is
like,
it?
It looks like a steampunk pistol and shit. Like,
Hey,
it's a
pour
fucking-
the rest of that Four Roses in there.
Hold up.
Let me see. Ow!
When my beer's ready, I'm
Yeah, that's why I got it. That's why I got it for you.
Check it out.
Oh man.
Damn, that shit's tight. The fucking horn.
Oh shit.
You want me to turn on the lights?
No.
Oh. What'd you get, Rev?
I don't know. I haven't opened mine yet. Oh man, this is nice.
Put the light on it, on the cam.
Oh. It's like a pencil.
It's a fountain
mean-
pen.
It's a fountain
You can
pen.
tell.
Yeah, I guess
You can
it's
tell
like
you-
a pencil.
Oh my god.
You have no respect for typography.
Why did
man.
this fucking like all of a sudden get super bright?
And-
Okay,
You
oh I
got
gotta
rid of the
open
lights.
mine.
Open yours. Open yours.
Hey, you work Saturday night?
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Just.
Okay, let me open. I'm sorry. I'm fucking drunk as fuck.
Oh man.
All right, well, open your fucking shit.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
You're gonna lose control and you think you like it?
What you got? What you got?
I don't know. I can't see.
You bought him a mirror?
Oh shit!
Infinity War.
Yeah, my favorite
Oh,
movie.
wow.
You can't even see it.
That is dope.
Wow,
Oh,
dude, I've
Put
been
the
looking.
light on it.
Oh, the light.
Yeah.
Put the
It
fucking
changes.
light
The-
on
I
it.
think the picture changes.
I know.
It's like 3D.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
sick.
Dude, I've been looking for some decor for my room, bro.
There you go.
How did you know what to get all of us?
I
You know
didn't.
what,
I just know you guys.
Man, hey, you're a good gifter, man.
This is really fucking. This is really
Nah,
nice,
for real,
dude.
man. OG gifter, man.
I didn't get you anything.
Yeah, you guys don't have to give me nothing.
Now
Well, I
we
did start your podcast, but
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not a gift.
oh, that's not a
Thanks.
gift. No, that's. I'm sorry. Actually, man, thank you, man. Thank you, Felipe. I'm gonna put this.
I'm not gonna get you a Christmas gift, but I'm gonna get you a gift. You know,
Yeah. And
when the time strikes.
Hey, you guys don't have to get me shit. Just want to let you guys know, appreciate it, man.
You know what? I was actually thinking about this earlier today. You know, thinking about like what the fuck we're gonna talk about, and like, I just want to say to you. See, now that I'm drunk and I'm kind of emotional because of that gift.
Oh my God.
We did it, bro. It's like a year, and we're still doing the podcast.
Hell yeah.
And this literally started as a conversation that we had. And congratulations.
Hell
know?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because I know it's something that you really wanted, and I'm happy to see you get it.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to be a part of it.
And I appreciate you guys sticking with it.
Hell yeah,
Jrat,
likewise.
Mikey,
That was very
fucking
sexual.
Chris Don.
Was it sexual?
Oh,
No, it was
no?
not.
I thought it was more sensual.
Oh,
It was
You know,
more.
don't make
Okay.
me hang dong.
It was more sentimental, man.
There you go. Sentiment. I knew it was an S
You over
word.
there said sensual. That's even worse.
Well, guys, let's pour one more shot for the end of the show, end of the new year.
All right.
Let's keep it going. Let's pour that shot right there. Though.
Yeah,
Wait, I'm
man.
gonna put this.
I'm
I don't know
put
why
this
I got aroused out of that.
Okay, now I got you a 1-up arcade machine. There it is. Bring it in, Ash.
Ash is carrying it on her back.
Bring it in. Bring it on the dolly, Ash.
Whoa,
right
that
here.
is cool.
Over here. No,
Whoa.
not right there. Don't put it there.
Pick it back up.
The outlet's on the other side.
What are you doing?
Just get out. Get out.
You're ruining the podcast. All right, I'll stop.
Just to let you
This
know,
is scr-
don't
Did I
ever
get
talk
a-
to your
it-
lady.
Oh,
or
no,
your wife.
So that was a joke.
Disclaimer.
Ash is a straight saint. You know how I feel about it.
That was fun.
I spilled fucking. Are we pouring more? But how do you feel? How do you feel about it, Felipe? Like, your dreams coming true
Shit, dude, it feels
through
good.
your own hard work and perseverance, by the way, which is the best way for it to happen.
I tell everybody too. It feels it's weird. Every day it kind of feels like it's not really happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's when we started at the beginning of the year.
pass me that.
Oh,
Yeah, pass me that too. We started at the beginning of the year. I remember talking to some people and they were kind of like, oh yeah, that's cool and this and that and we were sort of like projecting like what we were expecting, and
Projecting what you're
I was talking to Leah.
It's called thinking.
I was talking to Leah and I said, yeah, honestly, I think we could maybe do like 100 subscribers
Yeah.
by the end of the year. And she was like, 100 subscribers, honestly, like that sounds kind of low. I think you guys could get more than that.
1,000, bro.
Where are we at?
Right now we're like 85.
85.
At the time of this recording.
85 is
85.
not bad.
Mm-hmm.
In what is this? 12 months, I guess, at this point. 85 subscribers.
You know what's funny is
That's
that
good.
a lot,
It's not bad.
Your
Some
original
some
goal
people,
was 100.
some
That's
people are
awesome.
actually holding back. There's some people that I talk to and they're like, "Oh, you're still doing that? Hold on, let me subscribe to you." There's like 3 people.
You're still doing that?
Yeah.
You're
There's
still
3 people.
on that bullshit? All right, I guess
There's-
I'll
Dude,
subscribe.
there's 3 people that I ran into in the past week that were like, "You're still doing that? All right, let me subscribe. Let me subscribe real quick."
Fuck. It's because people want to see that you're serious about shit.
Yeah.
I guess before they like invest.
Yeah.
Their fucking
Yeah, they probably get enough of you at
mind
work.
in it.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, guys.
But
well, to
hey,
a new
man,
decade.
cheers, man. Hell yeah.
The Reverend Filo Show.
Reverend Filo Show.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Cheers.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Man, that one was smooth. A new
guys.
fucking decade.
Fuck.
Are we
all
gonna
I know
end
is
it?
all I know is next year.
I don't know. I'm kind of like feeling myself right now. Like maybe we should
Fuck.
go another hour.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm editing
For the
this.
special. Damn.
Now you know, huh? Yeah, that's right.
So what do you got then?
All I know is next
What do
year
you got then?
I'm gonna
What do I
have
got?
better vision.
I think.
Better vision.
Yeah.
Sewer
Hey, are you
vision.
gonna see
Hey, look,
Rise of
look.
Skywalker?
Fuck no.
Come on.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay for it.
That's what everybody's saying. Because you know what's funny? Stanley told me, he's like, oh, I'm going to go see Rise of Skywalker tonight. It's like, oh, yeah? Oh, he's like, yeah. He goes, my dad gave me some movie tickets, like some movie ticket passes. He goes, I wouldn't pay for that shit. But since I got the passes, I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah. Hey.
There was
Okay,
people
first one.
online that were getting
Bootleg.
scammed with the credit card information.
Uh-huh.
But they had a bootleg version of Red Skywalker purchased it online already.
I don't like bootlegs
And
unless it's music.
Well,
some
bootlegs.
people put it in their cards.
First of all, people are assholes for putting your credit card to buy a bootleg.
Yeah.
A bootleg. Might as well buy the
Movie
whole, the
anyway.
real thing, right?
Might as well buy a fucking ticket.
Just go to the
Go
fucking
watch
movies.
it at the fucking
I know,
movie
for
theater.
real.
Yeah.
Like,
Nobody wants to go
Jesus.
nowhere.
Nah.
Do something.
I was man, I'm really drunk, dude.
Hey, so you were
What?
You were
gonna
started
say
a
something.
sentence.
Oh my God.
I tried to like
I was gonna start
try
a
to pull you
fucking
back
sentence.
in, man.
I was gonna start a sentence, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish that sentence.
Damn.
Wow.
One more shot.
Oh.
Fuck.
No.
Nah, that's
Yeah, I mean, I would at this point I would do it, but it's probably a bad idea. There you go.
damn.
No, I was just gonna say, like,
If we don't end the show, I'm just gonna keep pouring shots.
okay,
Fuck it.
fuck it, let's show the fucking.
Yeah. Christmas episodes. Give me that motherfucking bottle. I'm about to take a little shot. Go ahead, Don. Don't fucking stop kicking this beatbox, cause you know what? All the haters can kick rocks, cause you know we about to get so drunk. But I ain't gonna drive. I'ma have to kick it till about 5 in the morning, then go home and shower and tell my wife that I was fucked up, man, and I couldn't drive. But you know what? I fucked up the other night, and I did that. I fucked up, but you know I gotta make it up to her. So that's why tomorrow we about to go and have a date. I haven't had one with my wife in so long it feels like a mistake, cause we should be doing that more often. But you know I'm over here trying to get the weed coughing. Sometimes you know what, you ain't fucking getting married and going into a coffin. That shit's another lifestyle. It's, you know what, I got a fucking bright child, got 2 of them. Just in fact, you don't know, I keep my kids clean intact. Building up my stats. Gotta go ahead and get a couple stacks. Fucking working daily. Got the fucking weight up on my back, so I guess don't persuade me. I'm never coming off whack. Go ahead, don't stop. Break the beat down. Go ahead, slow it down, cause you know I got the crown. You know I'm just underground. Everybody knows. Don't turn that fucking frown upside down in front of me. I fucking try to make you laugh. If you don't fucking laugh, then I'll fucking slap your ass. Not lyrically or physically, but you know what? It's all good, and the devil's in me sometimes, but it's all good. I got God inside of me too. Fucking around in peace to GAW, giving angels wings all day, and I don't think that you in trouble, dude, cause you looking like you running out of breath. So sometimes I be fucking sleeping with one eye open, so it means I never slept. Coming around, you know I never forget the words that I say, but I do, cause I'm a vet and freestyling, and I check the microphone over here, no disrespect. Damn, Don, you lasted longer than me this time with this fucking hip hop
did.
shit. No, don't get me, no, don't get me started again.
All right, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I'm gonna drink it at the fucking bottle. Oh shit. Nah, fuck it.
No, that goes into the podcast.
All right.
All right,
Now let's end this.
let's end this.
All right,
I
guys.
just want to say, Philippe, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome. Thank all you
Hell
guys
yeah. Yeah, man.
for joining me for the ride.
For sure. It's a fucking little roller coaster, man. We fucking.
It really is. You
We
know,
riding
it's funny. Starting something like this, sort of this like artistic venture, but that's also sort of like a business venture, and
Yeah.
it reminds me of being in a band and sort of starting from scratch and like. I've talked about it before. There's a lot of the same beats, starting it, being pumped about it. Everyone's pumped up and into it. But then, as time goes on, people change. People, their mindsets change.
It's
a
like,
relationship.
dude. It's like I
Yeah.
was gonna say. It's like a relationship.
It is like
man.
a relationship,
It's
and
what it
it's
is.
like because you have this sort of this unified goal, so you have to sort of check your ego. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because and it's hard. It's not easy, and sometimes it's hard to decide whether you're going to put up with it or just fucking walk away. And I don't know. It's weird because like I've been through it. You know, I know Jrat's been through it. You know,
Yeah.
he's not only just, you know, I know you've had groups and stuff. You know, I was in a band and it's a different thing, but it's a lot of the same beats. And so anyways, my point is, in a weird way I see a lot of the similarities, but I know for you, a lot of it is a first time. It's brand new, and I actually get a kick out of seeing that. And I even, you know, I've talked to Ashley. I go, you know, I see Felipe and like he's so pumped up and he's so like into it, and like I could see like he knows this is what he wants and he'll do anything to get it.
It's the drive.
And this is drive, and I get it, and I love it, and I respect it. And I go, but like I know how bad it can get and how shitty things can turn really quickly. And there's a part of me that wants to tell him, but there's a part of me that also doesn't want to like fuck his groove up and be like, you know what I mean?
Hey, well, guess what, Donkey? You just told him.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on Sprague.
Well, you know what though? But what did I say when we started this? I said we need to practice. I go, we can't expect anyone to be down for it except you and me.
Yeah.
Luckily, you know, we got lucky. Remember I said, I go, but what was the last thing I said? I said, if we don't do this for a year at least, then we're just fucking, we're just hanging. There's a bunch of guys fucking recording our voices for no reason.
Right.
We have to, and I said, the only way to see if we can even do this, we got to do it for a whole year. And we did. And congratulations, bro. You fucking stuck to it. And it ain't fucking easy.
No, it ain't.
Oh shit! Thank everybody, man.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Salute.
Thank
again.
you guys for
Salute
With no
again with the
drink.
empty.
With the little empty one.
Hey, is there any more left?
There is.
There
All right,
is,
let's
there
take one
is.
That's
more.
one more. Come
Come
on.
on,
One
guys.
more.
Yeah.
I
Hold
got
on,
you.
go ahead. Pour yourselves
I
first.
got
Let
you,
me get
man.
myself last.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
take it
thank
easy
you guys.
on that. Take
Subscribe,
it
comment,
easy.
hit that bell. We love you guys. We're gonna do it for a whole nother year.
Keep
we're gonna
subscribing.
We're gonna take about 2 weeks off. We'll see you guys in 2020. Thank you guys, and we're off.
Hell
We're
yeah.
off.
Give it a shot.
Wait,
Cheers.
we haven't poured J-Rat yet.
J-Rat, pour your
man,
shot.
Hold on.
Yo,
man.
J-Rat mother.
Yeah, yeah, it's a sacrifice to do this shit for y'all, cause you know we don't really sound that nice, but we really nice guys.
Take the shot.
All right, take the shot.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment,
what?
leave. There we go.
JRatMonster.com.
See you next time.
See you next time. See you next year, next decade. Later.